Hello everyone, I've had a lot of people ask me to rank these A-grade snakes in Sssnaker, so we're going to be going through all of them today, talking about their cooldown, and of course, ranking them on my own personal opinion. All of my snakes are sitting at 4 stars besides Thunder Fury, and we're going to be going in with a pretty equivalent attack on each one of them. In last place, I'm going to throw Glacial Power, and this snake just doesn't really do good for me at all. The way this ability is going to work is we're going to have a 10-second charge time, and once that is up, we are going to be making an ice crust, or pretty much a snake skin, depending how long your snake is. With the amount of stars that I have on this snake, it's going to be holding that ice crust for 11 seconds and then it's going to explode. And from there, we'll then go through another 10 seconds of charge. With going in at 20,290 for base damage, when this does finally explode, we're going to be doing about 13 times our damage for 263,770. With the 2-star and 4-star ascension increasing the time by 3 seconds that this stays on the screen, I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but I've had enemies just walk right through it. They take no damage. The damage really only comes from that explosion. And as big as that number is, I've even had times where it doesn't even hit any enemies at all because nothing is near it. The next snake I'm going to rank after Glacial Power is going to be Electrostorm, and I actually really do like this snake, although when I started looking at the numbers and seeing what it actually did, it just turns out that it's not as strong as some of the other A-grade snakes. With this snake, we're going to have a 12-second charge time, and once that's up, we are going to energize this electrical storm, which is pretty much going to home in on enemies that are near us. And this storm is going to stay on the screen for 7 seconds. Unlike the last snake though, the second that this gets energized and launched out there, our meter starts counting immediately again, meaning that we're going to be getting this thing pretty quick. The downfall of this though is we're only doing double our base damage, going in at 20,290. We're now hitting for 40,580. I will say though that at 5 stars, this could be pretty dangerous in the fact that we're only going to have a 1-second cooldown where this isn't going to be on the screen. But for me, at 4 stars, it just doesn't seem to perform as well as the ones we're going to talk about in a second. The next one is going to be another high damage dealer, and that's going to be Bombardier. At 4 stars, we're going to have a 10-second charge time and then a 3-second off time, and during that off time, we're going to be launching out 11 rockets. Now, we can hit 2 bombing areas with these. Our base damage is going in at 21,102. And when one of these rockets hits, we're going to be hitting for 202,900. Pretty big number. If we're going up against a boss, this could be a very useful snake to have, but when it comes to the mobs, by the time these things go and launch and hit the spot that they were targeting, my regular cannons have pretty much wiped it out already. With 11 rockets and doing all that damage to 2 bombing areas, it really isn't doing any damage at all if there's nothing to hit inside it. Next we have Fireworld, and I've had pretty decent results with this one. Once again, another 10-second charge time, and once this goes, we're going to have a fire circle that's kind of on a leash going across the board, and this is going to stay active for 17 seconds. Once that 17 seconds is up, then we'll have another 10-second charge time. Once again, this is 4 stars, so your stats might be a little bit different from mine, but I find it's really easy to control and kind of pull this lasso to wherever you need it to and make sure you're hitting the enemies you need to. Now the damage that we're doing, we're going in at a base of 20,290, and that fire circle is hitting for 81,160. Not a big number, but still 4 times our base damage, but the big thing is we're able to hit enemies inside the game with it. Next we have Arctic Lord, and I find this snake ability to be pretty unique compared to some of the other ones. We're going to have a 10-second charge time and a 1-second off time, but when we go and release the abilities, we're going to have 2 snowflakes out there that are going to just kind of spin around until they hit an enemy. At 4 stars, we're going to be having 3 bounces, and from my understanding, it looks like we're going to be getting 3 hits out of enemies before it disappears. The damage is still only 4 times, but I find that I have a ton of these things on the screen, usually about 5 of them at a time, just spinning around my snake, doing damage if needed. To me, it seems like these things are always hovering on the screen, at least until I clear the stage. Next we have Thunder Fury, which, keep in mind, this is at 5 stars, which does give an extra Electro Spear. For this one, our charge time is only 9 seconds, and then we're going to activate these Electro Spears for 8 seconds, pretty much making a bond of electrical between you and one of the spears. What I really love about this though is it's really easy to hit the mobs simply just by moving around. You can figure out where you want this lightning beam to just kind of get in their path and do damage to them. Once again, it's only 4 times damage, but it feels like you're in total control of who's getting hit with this. this. Last, what I'm calling the best A-grade snake inside the game is going to be Knight of Light. At 4 stars, we're going to have a 6-second charge time and then 9 seconds of this ability being active. And for me, we're launching out 3 spinning swords, and the swords are going to drop out at second number 1, second number 2, and second number 3. And each one of these swords is going to hold on the screen for 6 seconds, just spinning around in a circle. For the damage on it, we're going to be doing 6 times our base damage. The only downfall I would really say is this is our only holy snake inside the game. I mean, we can't really pair it up with anything to get a crown ability, but all these snakes I'm going over today is just by the individual snake itself. But as I said, this is just my own ranking of where I would put these things. If you guys are thinking about starting the game over or making a second account, check out this video right over here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.